Moving on, the Supreme Court has expressed serious concerns at the worsening air quality of Delhi and asked the central government to take immediate measures to improve the air quality in the national capital. In fact, the court has even suggested that the government look into the possibility of a 2-day emergency lockdown. The Chief Justice has called the situation really bad, saying even in our own houses we are wearing masks. Now, the top court has told the centre that it must look beyond politics on the issue, to which the centre replied that a meeting is scheduled with states to focus on emergency measures. Now, the top court has also told the centre that farmers cannot be blamed for everything, as stubble burning contributes only to 25% of the pollution, and asked what is being done to curb other factors like vehicular pollution. Harish has more updates.
The Chief Justice bench, led by Chief Justice bench, has very clearly said that the situation is really grave and there is an emergency-like situation, and this calls for very drastic emergency steps have to be taken, extraordinary steps have to be taken, and Chief Justice bench even told the Solicitor General and the lawyer representing Delhi government that why don't you even consider 2 days lockdown and other steps like odd even or some other steps like banning use of certain type of vehicles. And the Chief Justice bench very clearly said that you cannot merely blame the farmers for the mess, because stubble burning only accounts for just 25 to 30% of the pollution, while the remaining 75 to 80 accounts for this industrial pollution, dust and vehicular pollution, vehicular emission and construction activities. And you have to focus on these factors also. And farmer bashing has become a fashion for the central and the state governments. But at the same time, this Supreme Court has asked the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, who appeared for centre, to talk to the state officials in Haryana and Punjab and to ensure that stubble burning does not happen for at least 2 days till the pollution level comes down. But the Chief Justice bench very clearly expressed concern that AQI levels have risen to very dangerous levels.
Well, from burning eyes to choked lungs to breathing poisonous air, North India is gripped in a thick blanket of smog and pollution even today. The air quality continues to be in the severe category at multiple places in Delhi, with some areas even touching the 500 mark, which is the hazardous category. One of the measures undertaken to combat this is water sprinklers that have been deployed in several parts of the city. Alok brings us this report.
National capital has become a gas chamber, and a lot of pollution is all around in the environment of the national capital. I am standing in Anand Vihar and I am showing you the visuals right now, because Anand Vihar is one of the worst affected areas, one of the worst affected locations as far as the pollution is concerned. You can see huge number of vehicles, and in between you can see my video journalist Dilip is showing you that that one of the water sprinklers is being used at the street, at the main road, so that they could decrease some of the effects of the pollution. This EDMC, East Delhi Municipal Corporation, they are using this sprinkler, and it is reducing the level of pollution in the environment. So this way, these are the measures which are being taken by the administration and the authorities. But definitely, these things are very less, because the pollution is very high. In fact, today's AQI has already reached up to at various locations up to 500, and it is already crossing the severe category and hazardous category. So what the environmentalists are saying, that in the coming days the situation will remain like this, and that is why the authorities have advised people to stay back at their home whenever is necessary. If it is very important, then only to come out for their work. But they have to stay at their home. Remember, in the national capital, the pollution not only happening because of the stubble burning, but 50% of pollution usually happens because of the huge number of vehicles. That means that the vehicular movement.
Well, then the continuance of smog is also linked to wind speed levels in the national capital. Mananaz Alok spoke to Met scientist Soma Sen Roy, who said that the situation will stay the same for the next 2 to 3 days.
Moderate fog persists over Delhi, and the next 5 days we do not see much change in wind conditions. Calm winds, mostly northwesterly, will be coming to Delhi region. That is the current situation.
Okay. So we can say right now that there is some places the fog is there.
Yeah, it may be there, but I cannot comment on it really because I don't have the data with me. We can only say the visibility. Visibility is between it is 500 to 200 to 500 meter. It can be due to fog, due to smog, but the details you should collect it from the relevant division.
Okay.
We can tell you about the weather, that it is likely to be calm. Not much change in the next 5 days. No western disturbance is coming to displace the air. So light winds, northwesterly, is likely to persist over Delhi.